Hello, and welcome to the introductory episode of Rinse, Reflect, Repeat podcast. This precursor episode, if you will, is just to quickly introduce myself so that you can get to know me a little bit better and to understand a little bit of my background as we move forward. Hi, my name is Anita Cordell, and I am beyond thrilled to have you here as we begin this journey together reading through the Bible. A little bit about my background. Goodness, I'm flustered right now. I am a pastor's kid. Yes, I am a PK. But the interesting thing and something that makes people laugh a lot is that I also am a PGK, a PN, and a PS. So when I introduce myself, oftentimes I'll say I'm a PK, a PGK, a PN, and a PS. And so people will ask me what in the world that is. So of course we know what a PK is, but a PGK is a pastor's grandkid. And a PN is a pastor's niece, and I bet you can guess what the PS is, and that is a pastor's sister. So I grew up around the Bible all the time. I grew up going to church all the time and loving the Bible, and I can remember even witnessing as early as a kindergartner. I mean, there was one story where I got so mad at the devil. And there was one recess where my friend was telling me some of the struggles that her family was going through on a kindergarten level. And we went out to recess, and I grabbed a stick and wanted to dig to the devil and beat him up. So I remember as early as kindergarten being a witness and loving Jesus. And that grew throughout my high school. In fact, when I was in high school, I started creating the habit of daily devotions. And so I remember getting up really early before high school and reading my Bible and just really loving what I was learning and diving deeper. And that was just my heart. And so moving to an adult, I am not a pastor's wife. As you saw, that was probably missing. My husband is not a pastor. I actually, though, wear a few different hats in life. I'm a dual career entrepreneurial. So back in 2001, I became a real estate licensed agent, or a real estate agent licensed in Kansas and Missouri. And then I also became, interestingly enough, an actress. I'm also a speaker, and now a new author of my new devotional called Rinse, Reflect, and Repeat. And so it's at my core, I'm someone who's very passionate about entrepreneurship, my faith, and just finding creative ways to connect with God's Word and making it applicable for our everyday life, being a mom, a grandma, and then just a friend as well. And so I love the Bible, and I love what I can glean from the Bible just to make it relevant in everyday life. As far as like real estate goes, I got my license in 2001. Like I said, I'm licensed in Kansas and Missouri. And what is really cool is that I have a network of colleagues all across the country, even into Canada and Israel and the Philippines and all over. And I also will reference a separate YouTube channel that is focusing really on Kansas City and how to buy and sell homes. So if you ever want to find that, I have that separate YouTube that's different than this one. And then also when I'm talking about my actress and my entertainment world, I literally have been so blessed to work in this exciting industry since about 2006. That's kind of when I really started diving deep into it. I mean, I grew up with being on stage. So being a pastor's kid, I was on stage a lot. I got handed the microphone a lot. I got, asked to speak and asked to pray and sing songs and play the piano and play my clarinet and give my testimony and all of that. And then also I was in stage, acting and that kind of a thing. But as an adult, I really felt God wanting me to move into the film and commercial world of things. And so that's what I did. I started that journey around 2006. And still to this day, I love being in front of the camera as well as behind the camera. You might not recognize me, but if you've watched any faith-based movies out there, I've been in multiple ones of them. My most recent one is called Running the Bases. If you haven't seen that movie, you will absolutely love it. It is very... it's a good movie, and I played Mama D in the very beginning of the movie to help set up that story, and I've also played in a couple of other ones. One is called Beautiful One. I had one scene in that where I kind of was a bad girl, where I played the girl that tried to give somebody bad advice. And I've also been in another movie about trafficking called Don't Say My Name. I've also produced and directed multiple films, including a documentary called I Will Rise. So you can go to Tubi.com and find that documentary on Tubi. It's about trafficking in the Midwest and really across the country. It just kind of exposes some things about human trafficking. And so I produced and directed that one, as well as probably about 9 or 10 short films. And so I love this industry, and I've been fortunate to be able to express my faith through the entertainment industry, as well as helping people buy and sell homes. And these careers have given me just kind of some unique perspectives and stories that have deepened my faith journey and just deepened how to help other people be relevant by using the word. And I just love that I've been able to be a part of that. In fact, I am so honored to be able to have won several awards when it comes to my performances. In fact, Running the Bases, I won a Best Supporting Actress award with that. I've been nominated in other film festivals with that, and won some other awards with that. So I just love being able to portray that, and also being able to speak. I love speaking at women's events and conferences, workshops, on podcasts, and now I am excited to start my own podcast. So you are actually seeing me walk through this journey together alone. I'm going to be doing a solo podcast, and every once in a while I have somebody coming on, especially if I write about them, and just this is going to allow me to share my heart using my devotional that I wrote this year called Rinse, Reflect, Repeat, and I want to share that devotional with you. Well, one last thing, I absolutely could not end this introduction about myself without sharing the color yellow. I absolutely love yellow. It's a sunshine color to me, and I love how the joy of the Lord is our strength, and I just see the color yellow bringing joy to me and to other people around me, and so I love the color yellow. In fact, my real estate business is called Yellow Brick Group because there's no place like home, right? It seemed fitting, and so I did that. But anyway, in the next episode, I'm going to be diving deeper into how this podcast is going to work and explain it a little bit further, and how you can participate in this podcast. And if you'd like to follow along with the Rinse, Reflect, Repeat devotional and companion journal, you can find links to purchase those at AnitaCordell.com. It's just simply my name, AnitaCordell.com. And I'd love for you to join me, not only in just listening to this podcast or watching it on this YouTube channel, but I'd love for you to write down your own reflections as we journey through the Bible. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I cannot wait to see where this next year is going to take us.